Dude's got some good skills.
I fear nothing, but this man with his skills scares me.
Sugar Sean. Ladies and gentlemen.
Is he healed up yet?
He's injured? Thought he got popped by USADA.
Yay, he popped near the end of 218 after USADA stopped announcing it themselves.
Trust me, it's so much better with audio. The last slap on the back of the head connected well and the noise just echoed lol.
Says it's better with audio but doesn't post link or upload with audio. Brew, don't make me sick. Afro Ninja on you. Next.
The world is falling apart.
Okay, I gotta ask what this is, and please tell me there's a version with sound.
Philly during a junkyard fire. These dudes go around drumming for fun? For money? For school? I don't remember, and the one guy dresses as Elmo to get more attention. Just a weird combination of two things.
What's going on? X2B Philly, X2B not surprised.
Well, it wasn't gonna be Florida. No one is naked while gnawing someone's arm off.
Does Florida have the zombie infection?
Yes.
Next.
Big Baller.
What the heck?
Good catch.
Hum upvote.
That's the way I UHA like it. UHA.
Yeah, I guess that the trick is with the hold, but I kinda wanted to be natural, without any edits.
I too wish I could make things bigger in my hands.
I can make mine a little bigger in my hands but not enough to satisfy me. Or her. Next.
Kid didn't want to go to school.
I like how she ran away at the end.
Oh, okay, you can beat a midget.
Midget beating is an optional minor at some universities.
Sure, I've heard of it. Velocity of centimeter-resistant organic materials with a minor in hematomic minor stature.
Midget beating. He giggled.
You can't say midget. That's as bad as the N-word.
Hey kid gorgeous. Next.
Oh crap.
Would love to see the unaltered video.
Found it.
That went exactly how I thought it would.
I thought the front fork would break, thus giving us that result.
Well, the bike got back up.
Describe please.
I am one of those, thanks. Next.
When you're playing guitar and a string breaks.
The noise she made when she fell was golden.
Just as good as the song actually.
Better, even.
The sploosh sound was just too perfect.
Sploosh.
You water guy 12 might like this.
Our water niggas. Next.
That's even better.
Undercooked.
Forbidden snacks.
It's not forbidden in China though.
People friggin'.
Found the Korean.
Semi-expected this. Still lolled.
This is such a huge misconception, they don't do this, and when they did it it was a long time ago. Thank you for joining us, Lena. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you for having me, Stacy.
And we'll be right back after this.
Japan Airlines, Flight 883. China Eastern Airlines, Flight 8703, departing for Shanghai, are now ready for check-in.
Welcome back. Now you're going to hear a poem. 'Twas like an eye which seemed to smile on me, I watched, till by the sun made pale, it sank, under the billows of the heaving sea, but from its beams deep love my spirit drank, and to my brain the boundless world now shrank, into one thought one image yes, forever, even like the dayspring, poured on vapours dank, the beams of that one star did shoot and quiver, through my benighted mind and were extinguished never, the day passed thus, at night, methought, in dream, a shape of speechless beauty did appear, it stood like light on a careering stream, of golden clouds which shook the atmosphere, a winged youth, his radiant brow did wear the morning star, a wild dissolving bliss, over my frame he breathed, approaching near, and bent his eyes of kindling tenderness, near mine, and on my lips impressed a lingering kiss. And said, a spirit loves thee, mortal maiden, how wilt thou prove thy worth? Then joy and sleep, together fled, my soul was deeply laden, and to the shore I went to muse and weep, but as I moved, over my heart did creep, a joy less soft, but more profound and strong than my sweet dream, and it forbade to keep, the path of the sea-shore, that spirit's tongue, seemed whispering in my heart, and bore my steps along, how, to that vast and peopled city led, which was a field of holy warfare then, I walked among the dying and the dead, and shared in fearless deeds with evil men, calm as an angel in the dragon's den, how I braved death for liberty and truth, and spurned at peace, and power, and fame, and when those hopes had lost the glory of their youth, how sadly I returned might move the hearer's ruth. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Let's have a look at some artworks. The School of Athens, Italian, Scuola di Atene, is a fresco by the Italian Renaissance artist Raphael. It was painted between 1509 and 1511 as a part of Raphael's commission to decorate the rooms now known as the Stanze di Raffaello, in the Apostolic Palace in the Vatican. The Stanza della Segnatura was the first of the rooms to be decorated, and the School of Athens, representing philosophy, was probably the third painting to be finished there, after La Disputa, theology, on the opposite wall, and the Parnassus, literature. The picture has long been seen as Raphael's masterpiece and the perfect embodiment of the classical spirit of the Renaissance. The School of Athens is one of a group of four main frescoes on the walls of the stanza, those on either side centrally interrupted by windows, that depict distinct branches of knowledge. Each theme is identified above by a separate tondo containing a majestic female figure seated in the clouds, with putti bearing the phrases, "Seek knowledge of causes," "Divine inspiration," "Knowledge of things divine," "Disputa," "To each what is due." Accordingly, the figures on the walls below exemplify philosophy, poetry including music, theology, and law. The traditional title is not Raphael's. The subject of the school is actually philosophy, or at least ancient Greek philosophy, and its overhead tondo label, Causarum Cognitio, tells us what kind, as it appears to echo Aristotle's emphasis on wisdom as knowing why, hence knowing the causes, in Metaphysics Book 1 and Physics Book 2. Gaspar de Guzman, Count Duke of Olivares, on horseback Spanish, Gaspar de Guzman, Conde Duque de Olivares, a caballo, is an oil-on-canvas painting by Spanish painter Diego Velázquez, made around the year 1636. It has been in the Museo del Prado in Madrid since its inauguration in 1819. The object of the work was to validate the power of Gaspar de Guzman, Count of Olivares and Duke of Sanlúcar Mayor, known as the Count-Duke of Olivares, the chief minister under Philip IV of Spain, a Spanish nobleman and influential politician. In the style of Velázquez, this painting is an exception, as its design and color are more vigorous and pompous than his usual more somber portraits. Olivares is portrayed on horseback, an honor usually reserved for monarchs and reflects the power he attained as valido or right hand of the king, equivalent to the current prime minister's office. The picture resembles equestrian portraits Velázquez had painted for the Hall of Realms of the Buen Retiro Palace but was not made for this series, but rather as displaying a particular custom of Olivares bound for home. It is not dated but stands at just after this series, around 1638, and was possibly painted after the Battle of Fuenterrabía, a military success that was attributed to Olivares although he was not personally involved. The picture did not join the royal collection at the predecessor of the Prado Museum until a century later. The Count-Duke looks at the viewer, making sure all can witness his feat. The figure is viewed from a low viewpoint and his torso is turned back, making it look more slender. Olivares had a massive body and was rather clumsy, as seen in the portraits that Velázquez had done before. We'll be right back after these messages.